Hey guys, so I just finished uploading a tutorial on the blog. It is a twisted boutique bow in the figure 8 method, and since I uploaded it on the blog in written format, photo format, I figured I would go ahead and try to jump on here really quick and do it in video format as well, because if you recall, I did mention that I'm going to be updating some of the older videos that are on the channel, because as times change, so do bow styles, and some of them are really old and somewhat tacky. But yeah, today we're going to work on the twisted boutique bow, and we're going to do the figure 8 method. We're going to be doing a base bow for a stacked boutique bow. Now, most stacked boutique bows have a base bow. That is the very first layer to your bow, and it's going to be on the very bottom. Now, the majority of the bows will either be pinwheel or a twisted boutique bow, which we're going to do today. Now, I'm working with a 7/8 inch. I'm going to use that creamsicle that we just used in the last tutorial. It's 7/8 inch in width. Now, if you want to use a 1.5 inch wide ribbon, that's totally up to you. Over the years, I found that a 7/8 inch base bow is a little bit better because it holds all your stuff, all your giblets, the stuff that goes in the middle. It holds it just a little bit better, because the 1.5 inch bow, it's just really thick, and it makes the bow like seem like super tall. And I don't know about you, but I don't really care for the super tall bows on Kennedy's head. It just looks odd on her little head. Anyway, so we're going to make a 7/8 inch base bow, and I'm using 2 pieces of the creamsicle ribbon, and I've clipped these to measure 26 inches in length, and this will make a good 3.5 size bow. Now, if you want a 4 inch bow, just go up 2 sizes. And every 2 inches of ribbon that you use, it goes up 1 inch in the width of your bow, if that makes sense. But I'm going to use 26 inches to make a 3.5 inch base bow. Okay, you're probably wondering why I'm using 2 pieces of the same exact ribbon. I found that if you double up on your ribbon on the base bow, it just makes it more sturdy, and it just holds all your stuff a little bit better. It's not as flimsy. So I like to double up on the ribbon for my base bow, and I also like to double up on my toppers too. It just makes it look a little bit better. So we have 2 pieces of 26 inch ribbon right here, ready to be folded. Okay, the first thing that you want to do is you want to go ahead and heat seal all 4 ends of your ribbon. Then we're going to layer them on top of each other. I want to make sure they're good and even. Good and even. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the ribbon in half. See where the ends touch? Just going to fold it in half, just like this. And then I'm going to crease it right here in the very middle. Now, this crease right here is going to serve as a guide. This is where the middle of the ribbon will be. And we need it good and creased. Alright, and see, when you open it, you see the crease. That's a good thing. Alright, now unfold your ribbon. Make sure it's all straight again. And we're going to start up here. We're going to form our first loop. Now, see where I creased right here in the middle? That's where the end of my ribbon is going to rest, right here in the center. Now, to fold your first loop, let's see if I can show you in the camera. All right, you're going to take your ribbon and you're going to curve it like you were making a U. Let me show you what that looks like. See? I don't know if you can see that U. See the U? And then you're going to come to that middle crease and just put it right over the crease. Just got barely a little bit hanging there. But that's what your first loop is going to look like. All right, let's do that again. All right, there's my crease. My camera's trying to do that weird focus thing again. All right, so I'm going to come down. There's a U. if you're looking at it on my side. All right, come down, and then this is going to fold over flat and let just a little bit come off the corner here. See right there? All right, and there is your first loop, and it resembles an awareness type ribbon. I always say that. Okay, with the first loop, we went up and then over that way. Now, for the other loop, this one right here, we're gonna go the opposite direction. We're still gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna make a U. See the U? Then we're gonna come to the middle and then just overlap it on that first loop. Well, not the loop, but the end of the loop. See? And now you have a figure 8. It looks like a racetrack. All right, now what I like to do is I take an alligator clip, one of these little guys, and I just stick it right there in the middle. See? Let me show you. There is the figure 8 form right there. See, it looks like 2 awareness type ribbons. All right, now we're gonna form the loops. Now, you're gonna come over here and pick up your loop. You can bring it to the top just like this, and then you're gonna push it down to the center flat. And I just put it right there above that alligator clip, just like that. You see how it's flat? I'll show you again. See, I'm holding it up and then just bring it down flat. Do the exact same thing on the other side. Hold it up and press it down in the middle, just like that. And then you can move that alligator clip out of your way and play with your loops. Get them all straight. This is the back. That's the back of your bow. Now flip it over and then you'll see the bow. Alright, now if you flip your bow over, you will see it looks like a twisted boutique bow. Now all you have to do is crease the middle. Simple crease. And then take your thread and wrap it. Okay, and after you secure the middle of your bow, you can go ahead and give it a little spritz with your Stiff and Quick or your starch, whatever you use. Let me give you a little tip. I know I've shared this tip before, but if you don't like the way your loops look, maybe you want them pressed together a little bit more, I don't know, maybe a more round look, you can take a few alligator pinch clips, put your fingers right here in your loops, pull them together, make sure they're straight though, and then take your clip and attach it to the back where it holds them together, just like that. You can do it to the bottom, just bring them together and clip them. And then once you have it how you want it to look, then take your Stiff and Quick, spray it, allow it to dry. Be sure to leave the clips on it while it's drying. And once it is dry, you can take the clips and your bow will have a different look to it. And then you can go ahead and attach it to your clip. I attach mine to a pinch clip using a little bit of 3/8 inch ribbon for the middle. And that's it, guys. That's the super simple way to do a twisted boutique bow using the figure 8 method. If you need the photos and the written instructions, be sure to visit the blog, which is www.themommycraftsalotblog.com. I will leave a link down below. As usual, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.